The Democratic National Convention, this time on In the Loop. Will you be watching the Democratic National Convention this week?
Actually, I will. When I have time, I will be watching. If I don't work late, I'll probably end up just taping it, DVRing it, and watching bits and pieces where I can.
No, I'm not into politics.
I absolutely will be.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
No, I won't.
Why not?
Because I don't believe that anything's going to change. I think it's just a bit of a show.
I look forward to it, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Probably listen to it mostly on the radio, but definitely tuning in.
Your thoughts and feelings about the Obama-Biden ticket?
It feels good. You know, I know that there's a lot of things that they wanted to do that they couldn't because of obstruction, because of the Republicans. Filibuster, most filibusters ever in the entire history of the Senate has happened in the Obama administration. Not from day one, but after he ended up getting the stimulus, they tried to filibuster the Health Care Act, and that didn't work. The Obamacares, it didn't work. They passed it anyway, thank goodness. So there's a lot of things to be thankful for, a lot of things that they've done, a lot of things that he should take credit for that people are not saying even in the news media.
I feel good about it.
Me too.
Considering the Republican ticket, yes.
I feel it's weakened. I feel like they're going to have a harder slog this time ago.
I think it's the stronger of the two tickets running right now. I would really like to see them lay out a lot more vision for their economic plan.
I think it's strong. I think I watched the RNC convention last week, and a lot of the stuff they were saying, it felt like it lacked a lot of substance. I'm excited to hear what the Obama administration has to say. I know they've got a lot of things to answer for this next 4 years that they're asking for, and they need to talk about what they've done and what still needs to be, what still needs to happen. But I think that if they're, if they have a little bit more substance than the RNC, I think the American people are gonna respond to it well.
I'm excited. I know there's some hurdles to overcome, but I'm excited about the things that they're trying to do, and hopefully they'll lay out their plan for getting to where they want to be and get the country where it needs to be.
What do they need to focus on in their platform, in your opinion?
I think they need to talk about what they've done. I think that a lot of people forget that the first 2 years of his administration was one of the most active Congresses in history, and they passed a lot of legislation I think has really done a lot of benefit to America, such as the health care law. They passed reform in finance, and I think all of that just needs to be talked about. I don't think that the Democrats are very good about getting their message out there. They're always responding. So hopefully this next week of convention will let them have a platform where they can speak about the things that they've done and what they hope to still complete.
They can't run on their record, so what they tend to be doing now is just go after Romney over and over and over.
Abortion.
They could actually just do what they said they were going to do, like during the election.
Easy, the economy.
I mean, jobs, of course, is on everyone's mind.
We want to know, and we want to be confident that they have a plan to get us over the hump and get us out of this sort of doldrums that we're in right now.
There has not been enough, I wouldn't say outreach, but just dialogue between especially women's groups, like even standing up for the League of Women Voters that used to host the presidential debates.
There's clearly a priority on women and their issues and health and all sorts of issues, obviously, and minorities. The same, immigration and trying to get people a path to citizenship.
They managed to create this idea that the Republicans are having a war against women, and that they've effectively used the immigration issue to kind of bring Latinos on board. So it looks like it's going to be a racially divided time around, and I don't know how effective they're going to be targeting women again this go.
Especially with women's rights. I mean, I really feel like Obama is in touch with what we need as a country, and regardless of what's happened over the last couple of years, I think he's the right guy for the job, and I'm not seeing what I want to see out of the Republican National Convention.
Yeah, I think that they've done a really nice job of reaching out to minority communities throughout the country. I think that's one of their strengths.
For Loop 21, I'm Matt Simon.